Do you guys know how to mail things?
Not at all.
I am
Fully digital only.
I can mail. Pretty much anything you want to give me, I can mail it.
What if I want to give you a double shot for losing to me in Madden? Can you mail that to yourself?
No, Kale already gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
Actually, could you mail? I bet you could definitely mail a shot. You have to put a lid
Henry,
on
now
it.
that I'm looking at it, it does look a little more like an orange.
I know, it does look like an orange.
Henry was like, "Is this an orange or a lemon?" And I was just really being a little
Are
mean
you
to you.
colorblind?
I don't think so. No,
I
it's
think
just
he
because
is.
it's so
I
bright
think he
outside
is.
and it's so cold that my eyes haven't readjusted.
Let
I'm
me
still
ask
not
you
seeing colors
a
right.
serious question, though.
Oh, I love those.
Orange, you glad that you have some citrusy thing to wash that down with?
That's the thing, though, is that this is supposed to be
Did you understand the joke?
orange. You glad? Yeah, it's hilarious, right? But
Yikes.
it's tough to tell because typically you
Tough.
get a lime with your tequila.
Yeah.
And when it's not a lime, there's no like context clues. Typically, you see like an orange or a lemon, you know which one because of the color,
would say
but
the
also because of the situation.
The context would be it's yellow or orange.
Well, but also like it's served with breakfast or it's served
Better question.
really small because you
Why
can't
aren't
eat it.
lemons called yellows and limes called greens?
Wow.
So just take the shot,
Yeah,
Henry.
Why
with
doesn't
you.
orange start with an L? It should have an L word too, like lemon and lime.
Henry,
Orange.
take your double shot. Ryan, why is he taking a double
So
shot?
Henry was feeling really confident about playing me in Madden after taking 727 words of notes on my previous game. He had, honestly, like a better game plan for me than the Broncos have on an average week.
727 words of notes.
And
That is a big one.
he was executing it pretty well, but then he
I'm-
threw a pick six. It changed everything, and then I beat him by 10.
I'm shook as
Oh.
someone who does 4 shows a week with him that he's maybe prepared 20 minutes combined for, that he had that many notes on a Madden game? What is going on right now? What? Take that shot. He's
can
also
smell it.
taking a shot. He committed the most cardinal sin you can commit on a pick show.
Uh-oh.
The most cardinal sin. Your hot take was the Broncos would get smoked
Hot
by
take.
50,
Hot take.
right? Then, hours later, you got talked into flipping that,
Yeah.
and you selected the Broncos to cover the spread, which they did last week.
Yeah, no, D-Line got me on the right side of things. He was all in the chat saying, like, we could be excited about this stuff. And it's like, yeah, okay.
If you go on record with
That's
it
weird
on
because
this
Henry's
show-
usually not very impressionable.
Exactly. Well,
He is. Okay, I'm
he
going to
is.
take the shot.
If you're driving by a van, shout him out and offer some candy if he comes in. It might work.
I do like candy.
Yeah.
You could
There's, like, kittens in it, too.
Weirdly enough, like Henry's valuable enough to us that you could get a pretty good ransom from us if you kidnapped him.
What if I kidnap myself?
Take the shot.
Okay, so
Well,
Henry
that
the
would be good
conversation still
content.
includes me.
No.
I
That would
can't
be good
commit to
content.
not being able to talk for 30 seconds.
Henry agreed to a bet, double shot whoever lost our Madden game. It was him.
That would be good content. It now reminds me of
You have to swallow it.
well.
There it goes.
Yikes. If, in any other context, if your boss tells you you have to swallow that, seek help and walk away.
Andre! Oh my God.
Okay, all right. We're off to a hot start. And speaking of a hot start, Henry.
The lemon sucks. Lemon sucks. It needs to be a lime.
From the Simone
Agreed.
I
Yumi.
appreciate that we don't have nothing again, though. I will say that. I don't know who I'm blasting right now, but it's better than usual. I'm gonna be drunk here in like 2 minutes.
You're blasting just the bar being shut down.
Okay.
Wow, you're blasting local officials for looking out.
Wow, did not expect that from you, Henry.
Andre, hot take.
Oh, okay, thank
Holy
goodness.
cow. Okay. We've seen this all before. It is a bad movie that we are stuck on repeat. And the Broncos could have a top 10 pick.
They could technically still make the playoffs.
They could technically still make the playoffs. I think they'll be closer to still making the playoffs and maybe sneaking in, but they'll end with a 7-9 record. They're going to win 3 of these last 4. That's just the Broncos' life. They will blow a top 10 pick. It's going to be real sad. Now, the whole reshuffling of the O-line is going to really put that to the test today against the Panthers. I will say this, guaranteed 3-1 against the spread in these final 4 games. That's a guarantee. And I will say, I've lost a little bit of conviction in this take because of the Garett Bolles injury, because of the slight shift in the line. Brian Burns, Elastoman on the edge for the Carolina Panthers. Very concerning with a backup crew of, offensive tackles for the Broncos. No starting corners. All that concerns me, but I've seen it all before. The Broncos really should lose for the long-term benefit of this franchise. They won't. They won't. We will have no clarity on the quarterback situation. Drew Lock will play just well enough to win these 3 games and take them out of the top 10 to draft the replacement, but not well enough for us to all be on board. It will be nothing but confusion, nothing but sadness, nothing but disarray. All we know is pain, and that will sustain for another 4 weeks, for another offseason. As I give you that very sad hot take, as always, I forgot last week and kind of jumped in late. I also have a dynamite parlay for you. So you're going to take all these spreads because this is the wacky week in December we get in the NFL every week. It's like, oh man, there's backup quarterbacks winning games outright. It's insane. This is that week. I've warned you. Jacksonville +7. I believe that shifted to 7.5. Miami +7. Cincinnati +3. New York Jets +15.5. The Raiders +3. I know you're on board. The Jets +2.5. And the Vikings +6.5. You can pick 4 of those, put them in a regular parlay. You can pick all of those, put them in a round-robin parlay. You just made a bunch of money this Sunday. You're welcome. I love you. Happy Hanukkah.
How did you know I was on board with that
Happy
Raiders
St.
pick?
Lucia's Day. Boom.
He probably read your lock prop upset.
Oh, okay.
Either that or telepathy.
reading
I
my
don't
mind?
want to say. Yes.
I put my bets in. Yeah, okay.
Well, we do have someone asking about has Bolles been officially downgraded. Do you guys just want to touch on that real quick?
One of you said
I
yes.
saw a notification, but we should double check before we pass it along
yes,
to.
yes.
Wait, what'd you say? Kale says he's officially inactive, so we can trust Kale
Fun
as well
times,
as my
fun
notification.
Well, if it makes Henry's voice crack, you know that it's true. Ian Rappaport, though, will
So-
be out today.
Just to
He
be
knows his
clear,
stuff.
everyone's on board with the idea that these games are huge for Drew Lock. So now, with his job on the line, Drew Lock gets to stand behind a right tackle playing left tackle, a rookie guard in Netani Mutu who's literally never played in the NFL before,
NFL debut.
and Elijah Wilkinson, who was ranking out as one of the worst right tackles in football. So,
And the other 2 guys just suck.
Jeez, Henry.
Well, so far.
no, I mean,
could turn it around.
Dalton Reisner's okay. He hasn't been as good as he was last year, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Right, and
Who's the other
in
guy?
Henry's defense,
That's
you'd
everyone.
probably Lloyd
Cushenberry,
Cushenberry,
yeah.
worst center in the NFL this year.
No, well, he's been playing better. First 8 games, real struggle.
No doubt.
Better over the last stretch. True. So, anyways, good luck, Drew. Go play for your
luck,
job
Drew.
behind a bunch of backups. Yeah, he did it last year. He was playing behind like Jake Rogers and Austin Schlotman and
Ben
him.
Ben here is asking who on earth is playing corner today.
Yeah, that's
and
what I wanna
Patience
hear.
over here is saying me.
it's Patience is playing outside and Henry's playing inside.
That'd be fun.
Why me inside? What about
I
my
like-
skill set?
I like your ability to go both ways.
He's
What
what are those? The something Charlies that McChesney always talks about. Who play
Concrete
both.
Charlies.
Concrete Charlies. You're a concrete
No,
Charlie.
that's talking about
We're
someone who
gonna
plays
make it.
offense and defense. I was talking about,
I feel like I'm a
I know.
concrete Charlie.
I know.
I could be a concrete Charlie.
I
Okay.
feel like we agree you go both ways, whether that's because
my
you're a
God.
concrete Charlie.
Yeah, we
or-
love these jokes, don't we?
Oh, another question. Is
Yeah.
Muti starting over Schlotman an endorsement of Muti, or are they just getting him some playing time since they're 4-8?
I'm
Ding
hyped.
ding, number 2 is the correct answer.
Oh.
But that's okay. You can still be hyped.
Okay.
They wouldn't put him out there if they thought he was going to fall flat on his face. So they think he's going to be able to succeed. Netani Muti
This is a good way to go about it.
is a real wild card in the Broncos scenario. So let's say that he goes out there and balls today.
Oh yeah.
And the Broncos are like, okay, well, this is very clearly our right guard of the future.
Yeah.
Then what? Because you're paying all this money to Graham Glasgow, or the Glass Cow.
So true.
And what do you do? Because you're obviously going to play Netani Muti if he's awesome and young.
Yeah.
Then you're paying all this money to Graham Glasgow. You could potentially move Graham Glasgow to center, but
Yes.
you don't want to give up on Lloyd Cushenberry this early.
Moody could go outside too, right? I think in college he was left tackle.
He was. The problem is he has 32-inch arms. There is no tackle in the NFL that has arms that short. Yeah.
Just like for perspective, how long are your arms? Like just so like.
I'm guessing like 27.
Really?
I think
Okay.
like this is about a foot, wouldn't you say?
Okay. Mace tweeted out the
good
guys
thing.
are already day drinking back in Denver to get ready, and a link to our tweet.
So that's
Nice.
24.
What is happening?
We're measuring his
Actually,
arm in water bottles.
I thought we were really
I'm thinking.
diving
I
into
think
some
you have
good
32-inch
analysis.
arms.
Wow.
Get at me, world. Look at that. Michael Jordan poster right here. Boom.
Wow.
Shouts to Mace. I haven't drank yet. I kind of feel left out.
What are we doing here?
Have you been?
Make sure you get one of the ones that
Have
was
you been
in the
drinking?
fridge.
I'm on pause
Ooh,
for a
that's
second.
nice and cold.
All right, Max is asking, in what scenario does Drew Lock get benched before the end of the season?
No scenarios.
Yeah.
Help.
Yeah.
I was hearing someone suggesting that Brett Rippon is a better decision maker than Drew Lock, and then remembered in that one game Rippon played, he should have had 5 interceptions.
Yeah.
Not to mention.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers. Not to mention he
Love you, Henry.
legitimately almost turned the game over away.
Yeah.
Like,
Which
inex-
again, that guy gets it. He wants a top 10 pick. He wants what's best for
He
our
could have
long
had. He was trying to get them number
He
one
gets it.
overall
He gets it.
in that game.
Rippon could do that for you.
He's a legend.
Back to Moody, though. I'm fired up about Moody. Because remember, he was the guy out of Fresno State that we were, like, talking about.
He's dope.
Because the draft podcast, oh, my goodness. I
He'd
can
be
feel
a
the
top
tequila. When you
50
start to talk,
pick.
you feel the tequila.
If he was
Wait.
healthy in college.
Exactly. If
Yeah.
he had stayed healthy, he would have been a second-round pick.
Just
Yes,
coming in from our friend Brandon Cristal.
DK, what
Calvin
up?
Anderson will start at left tackle today.
I'm kind of over this thing.
No Dotson.
I don't know. Is Dotson playing on the right? I feel like this is full youth movement. If you go Calvin Anderson at left and Elijah Wilkinson at right.
All right, so back to your very
That's
good
almost-
question.
It's almost sabotage. I'm not even kidding.
No, that's right.
That's fair.
That's right. You
Yeah.
would think Greg Williams was coaching their O-line now. So back to your very good question. If Moody balls out, what do you do? I think your option kind of is. Now, here's where the Broncos could benefit, because as you said, you don't want to give up on Cushenberry. I'm still very high on Cushenberry. I just believe in that character, and we've seen this with centers in the past. They start off rough, and then they get their bearings, and they become quality NFL players. Where you could really shift things around if Moody plays well, though, is maybe try and Reisner at right tackle, where he did play in college, where, he's an All-American at right tackle.
I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm big time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of broke right now
Yeah.
for Dalton Reisner. Last year, it certainly wasn't. He looked like a left guard. He was on track to be a Pro Bowl left guard, in my opinion. Then,
Got hurt.
guess what?
Yeah.
You changed the scheme on a guy who you drafted for one scheme, and now he's not as much of a fit in this scheme, and now he struggles. What a shocker.
Yeah.
This is why you don't change the scheme every year, if not twice a year.
Yeah. And he's
so-
playing better lately, but you're exactly right.
So now I'm open to it. If you want to move him, it's it's not gangbusters at left guard anymore. So go ahead.
No other show do they do 10 minutes on the O-line while drinking. We are
Yeah.
unparalleled in that.
Henry, got a hot take?
I sure do. I've still been trying to pick which one to choose.
Of the three you just came up with while Andre was talking?
Actually, I could only come up with two, but
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I'm gonna need some help here.
Which one's the most tequila-inspired take?
I'm going to have fun watching the Broncos today.
Whoa!
I know.
Actually,
Whoa.
that's the hottest one we've had all
I'm
year.
feeling good though. Like I'm kind of excited. Like I feel like they're playing the Panthers, which is a
You're right about that feeling.
A fair matchup. Like it's a matchup that's reasonable for this team. You're not putting them out there against the Chiefs in a game that they don't belong in. It's like when you see
They covered
a
this way.
group of 5 team take on an SEC team, and it's like, this just doesn't belong. Well, now you're playing another group of 5 team, and that's nice. And the Panthers are very good, and it'd be a good win if they can get it. But it just feels like it's like a fair bar to use to evaluate where the Broncos are right now. And it's going to be fun just to watch like a real balanced football game. The other one was going to be that Netani Moody is Michael Porter Jr., in that the injuries are the only thing that's stopping him from being one of the best players.
Ooh,
and
can
he's
I
like
steal
so
that one? I
big
like
and
that
so
one.
physical, and he's like beating people up. If you like it, that's the one we're going
Wow.
with. Netani Moody is Michael Porter Jr.
Okay, so
talked about him a lot, so.
You're going to have fun watching the Broncos today.
Well, I will.
Tiny Moody as Michael Porter Jr. translates to Twitter much better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Just want to make
Great
sure.
one.
I know.
Keep going on that one.
Oh,
Let that
yeah.
breathe.
Oh, wow. I mean, did you guys watch the Nuggets game last night? The
No.
way everybody was moving, the
Blacked
passes
out.
they're making, it was incredible. And you just think, like, why don't more teams draft guys who are really, really, really good, but then for some reason aren't seen as really good? Whether it's RJ Hampton because he didn't play college basketball, he went pro, whether it's MPJ who hurt his back and all that kind of stuff, and Bol and like all these guys who are really, really dope, but then they didn't keep playing. But then on the football side, it's Tiny Moody, who's tearing everybody up at Fresno State and was just incredible. And he's big and he's mean and he's physical and he's going to throw guys around. And he has like the right attitude. The attitude that I kind of want next to Garett Bolles if Reisner's open to a switch to the other side. But it doesn't really matter.
No.
I'm fired up about it.
Okay, so Moody is MPJ for the Broncos.
Well,
Natani Moody is the Broncos MPJ.
Yep.
Possessive apostrophe on Broncos.
Thank you.
nice. Back to one thing Henry was saying. Well, he didn't really say this, but something he was saying got me thinking about this, channeling my inner Mike Leach a little bit. If in the animal kingdom a panther were to go against a Bronco, massive mismatch. That would not be fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean,
If that was your Bronco, certainly not.
yeah.
But
The big Bronco
NFL,
kicking
very
hard.
even matchup is
I
what
think
Henry
a
said.
Bronco could outrun.
No.
Tough scene. Tough scene. Yep.
The right Bronco, maybe.
No. Panthers are like one of the fastest four-legged mammals.
Really?
Yeah,
We respect big
Like
cats on
like
this
top
show, by
10
the
or
way.
like top half?
we do respect big cats.
Absolutely.
It's top 10.
Okay.
That's good.
Well, I mean, it's pretty close to the cheetah, right?
Okay,
Which is
Ryan,
number
what
one.
is
I don't.
your
I
hot
mean, in terms
take?
of the shape and stuff, but I'm not.
I think
sure
we kind of need to wait
like
on
in
what.
terms of the speed.
That felt like his bonus take. We are so good to the people. We give out bonus takes on top of our hot takes.
I didn't know we got to give out animal takes.
I mean,
Wow, Antonio.
that's like the biggest homer take I've ever seen in my
We've
life.
got a Brian in here saying, "Did I miss the opening shot for RK's son?"
You did, Brian.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I'm hammered. You're caught up.
But we do have someone who tweeted at us a screenshot of Henry's face
Ooh,
reacting
can we
to
bring
taking
that up?
the. Yeah, let me find it.
I
And
just
then
feel like-
and then looking at Andre's face as well on there, just in disgust, is hilarious.
All right, we'll bring that up here
we
in a
have
second.
good times there.
My hot take is a take that I have that is hot. It is that Drew Lock. It's
All
that
right.
Drew Lock is going to ball today.
Oh.
Despite all odds being stacked against him,
Let's go.
I think that he actually has a good game. And by ball, I mean like outperforms expectations. So let's build a little stat line here. I'm going to say that Drew Lock today, I don't think they're going to give him that many opportunities to throw the ball. So let's say he throws the ball 25 times.
Okay.
I'm saying
I'm going to find the player props on all
17 of 25
Ooh.
for 264 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
I like when you whistle into my ear like that. Sounds kind of cool.
Are you into ASMR?
No, I'm not. It's the opposite. 'Cause
Okay,
this is like
so-
a very sharp sound instead of
okay.
like the very dull.
Drew's passing yards set at 237.5. You're saying over. There's some juice on that, or yak, as some kids like to call it. You said 2 passing touchdowns.
Yep.
Over 1.5. Booyah. Yep.
Whenever somebody whistles, it only comes in my left ear.
Interceptions, you said
It's like
none.
dogs can only hear certain pitches.
Under half an
Henry,
interception,
look at my
plus
dog.
145. Genius.
Don't take that.
Pass completions, you
I
said
think
17.
I might just be like left ear dominant.
Yes.
Set at 21.5. You're saying under on that one. So you've got 2 unders, 2 overs. Care to give us a matchup? He's going to throw for more passing yards than Teddy Bridgewater, yes or no?
No.
Oh, okay. Take Teddy at minus 120. There you go.
I thought you guys were talking about your hot take about Drew Lock.
That was my
yeah,
hot take.
yeah. We just broke it down as what Vegas says. Vegas versus RK. We did a quick Vegas versus RK.
Some of these comments have me laughing a lot. So
Oh man.
Just please share.
first, this is the picture of.
Oh, wow.
That's us.
Let's get a
my.
zoom on that.
Wow.
Oh, there it is. Look at Andre's face.
That's
Oh, that
us
is
right there.
that is the yikes
me.
face.
that's me and the hangster on a
perfect
Sunday
yikes
morning.
face.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
So, Brian, you did miss the shot, but there's a little replay, and you can go back and watch it because it was right at the beginning of the show.
I won't. By the way, Black Panther runs 50 miles per hour.
No.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It's crazy.
And a
No, it
Bronco?
doesn't.
Bronco, 130 miles per hour.
What are you talking
0
about?
to 60 in 5.9
Oh, you're talking about a
seconds.
Ford Bronco?
A Ford
you never
Bronco?
really know.
What OJ was
I just
driving?
Googled it.
The
What's a
car.
pan-
You're talking about a car and
Apparently-
an animal.
What's
So
the
apparently-
actual land speed of a Black Panther?
Well, no, 50 miles an hour.
No, it's
so
not.
So a Panther is actually just basically a Jaguar, it turns out. And
Yeah.
a Jaguar, it's actually a black Jaguar, but it kind of got shifted because the word Panther is so much cooler. And so the black Jaguar runs 50 miles per hour, though, for real.
I think you're talking kilometers
Okay,
per hour.
No.
I don't-
No, this
Peter-
says MPH.
Peter, I want to bring up your question, but do I want them to go more off the rails? I don't know.
You get to
Thanks,
choose, though.
Jeremy. Happy tailgate to you as well.
Hi, Jeremy.
What if we found out all along the Broncos mascot wasn't in fact a Bronco the horse, but it was a Ford Bronco?
Okay.
That would blow my mind.
Peter's asking, out of Ryan, Andre, and Hank, who is the most cat-like?
Wow.
Definitely. Well, Hank's more of like a golden retriever.
Henry's a golden
Andre's
retriever.
the
So
cat.
nimble.
I would
Andre's
say
the
Andre,
cat.
too.
If you
Yeah.
let's go jump and see
Andre
what happens.
owns 2 cats.
I'm sneakily agile.
Really?
So, yeah. And I'm a ninja. If someone in my house is sleeping at night, I'm a ninja, won't make a peep.
Holy crap. So first of all, you're right. 50 miles per hour for a panther.
I know how to work Google.
But a horse can run 55 miles per hour.
A horse or a bucking Bronco?
Okay,
Oh, a Bronco's just a wild horse.
Yeah.
DTL.
And that's what I said. It depends on the Bronco.
That's true.
DTL
I'm
is
with you,
asking, is playing behind the line basically throwing Drew to the Wolves?
That's throwing Drew to the Panthers.
Natani
kind of
Moody's
is.
going to cover up for
Kind of
any
is.
other problems.
But Drew Lock, he's the best when the O-line in front of him is worst.
We got to see this Panther versus wild horse race.
Okay.
I wonder if it's ever happened.
Race, yes, but not. Don't let them make physical contact. Don't
Count
wanna see that.
Floccula is saying no parlays for RK.
That's true. I can't make parlays.
But that was a Monday through Sunday thing? I thought it was a Monday through Friday.
No, it's Monday through Sunday.
Like on the weekend when you get that boost.
I have some thoughts about
There are
some good
no
parlays.
There's no parlay boost today. It's
Okay,
just individual boosts.
So I'm going to
That's
put
true.
this poll out.
Shoot, that's right.
Dre, what would you like me to write for your hot take for the poll?
Broncos will blow a top 10 pick. Yeah? Is that Twitterable? Is that good? Help me out, Ryan. Come on, help me.
Okay.
Let's get in Henry. Oh, stacking the deck against me, you
It's
guys.
just Broncos won't get a top 10 pick.
Okay.
You don't like Will Blow?
I don't think so. I don't think I like that.
She laughed.
That's
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Broncos won't get
Won't, yeah.
a top 10 pick. Okay, and
No.
then Henry, yours is
Natani Moody is the Broncos with
MPJ.
the
Yes, I got it.
possessive.
Okay.
posture.
Not before the S, after the S.
Important, the
I'm-
possessive.
Yeah, I understand basic grammar. Thank you.
Well, you
Drew
know.
Lock.
Ryan wasn't sure earlier.
Double
so-
shot in, and he's worried about the possessive. That's my guy.
Okay, and then-
Big yikes to him.
And then Ryan's yours is Drew Lock is going to outperform
I make my
expectations
exit.
today.
That seems really. You know what? That's the hottest
we got
Drew
a
Lock.
scorcher on our hands.
That's the
folks.
hottest Drew Lock take I'm willing to tie myself to.
That's a good idea. Okay, guys who are listening,
Prepare
everyone
a
who's
shot
watching
now,
right
folks.
now, go onto the DNVR_sports Twitter. It is replied to this Periscope
Yeah.
and
Just,
vote.
just pour my shot right now.
Drown out the Twitter riffraff. It is your job
There's
as
no
a
T in
tailgate.
riffraff.
As a tailgate listener.
What kind of you going? You want to go to the river or go on a riff raft?
I'll also retweet it from DNVR Broncos so more people can
I
see it.
would.
But go vote. One of
Riff
these
raft
guys
is a
needs to take
great
shot.
name for like a fun tubing place.
Ooh.
So
you guys can have that one for free.
No, you can't. We're taking that. When DNVR expands, we're opening a lazy river.
What if we put a moat around the bar?
So Henry, how are those Tinder pics coming?
Haven't sent them out yet. Don't have many options.
Do it,
Abigail
do it.
hasn't responded in a couple days, and I was kind of banking on her.
Ooh.
Well, send your tweet out because that's
Did
starting
she
the
Abba
mail.
bail on you?
Yes.
That one was
No,
She was going
that did
to
not deserve that big of a laugh.
Check her calendar.
Oh, no one has a calendar.
I know. I was like, I'll check my calendar in the morning. Like, oh yeah, cool.
You're like, listen, no one has had a calendar since 1965.
What's-
Oh my goodness.
What's the most What's the dating thing you do it on? What's
Tinder?
the app? What's the most Tinderable matchup of the week? Probably Green Bay at Detroit.
No, it's
No,
Buffalo and Pittsburgh.
But I do have success in the Midwest.
He has success in the Midwest. Buffalo, Pittsburgh.
He's got a Midwest look.
That's why I said Green Bay, Detroit. But
Yep.
Buffalo, Pittsburgh, those are great fan bases. I really like our chances of finding a Bills or Steelers fan.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
that's very good. That's why we did that breakdown. So, I'm gonna guess, but I'm not certain that we have locks, props, maybe upsets even to talk about next.
Thank you.
That would be a guess, though. Off the top
Did
of my
he
head.
send his?
He has
I'll work
to-
on that now.
Right. This is where I buy time and talk nonsense for Henry.
Yeah, that's the thing.
No,
It's
yeah,
not in our
you'll
rundown.
help.
No one's ever told me to do this. I just, out of the goodness of my heart, I take it upon myself to do this.
We can actually just go to some comments because the comments
beautiful,
are blowing
beautiful.
up.
They
Okay.
can.
Love
they can-
comments.
Yes.
Where
love
is
it.
Emporia State University?
Kansas, I think.
Oh.
Oh, hammer it though. Hammer it. KC
Really?
Miami, a little KC Miami action.
Okay. Aquaman is saying regarding the cat question earlier. Dre also rages frequently like cats.
That's true. He's also sassy.
There's also
Yeah.
just a bunch of comments about the horse and Bronco or the Panthers and the
Right.
Bronco.
Horse weighs 1,300 pounds plus velocity, speed times mass. Right. Often I overrate as a scout speed. I'm really leaning towards power more these days, and that's important in this matchup. As well.
Mile High
And that's
Memories.
mass times acceleration divided by.
Mile High Memories is saying Simone is a sphinx.
MFing Sphinx.
There you go.
And
Think.
MFing
I mean,
Sphinx. By the way, I was
high
correct
praise.
about
Love you,
Emporia
man.
State University, which I'm pretty proud of. That is in. It's actually the oldest public university in the state of Kansas.
Okay, and then Mile High Memories is also
It should
saying
be a surprise they even have schools there, but
love when RK stares off for a second.
Mile High Memories is asking, saying, I love when RK stares off for a second like a philosopher king.
That's great. That's great. Much better than my shtick where I talk to someone randomly off camera. That's
I
not
really
there.
like that.
That
though.
one's great.
It
yes.
still hasn't perfectly been refined, but
No, it's better conceptually than it is. in my
we'll
execution.
get there.
All right, Henry, who are we talking to
Okay,
today?
Miss.
Oh, okay.
I
we're
still
still
have-
making
I
a
have
couple
still
picks.
Some more stuff.
Vaughn has worked out great.
Mr. Orange Vaughn has worked out great. Chubb has worked out great. Denver should go defense at the top 10 pick.
That's John Elway's burner. Congrats, John. We love you.
Okay, well, obviously Vaughn has
keep
worked out great.
drafting
He's a Super
defense,
Bowl
I
MVP.
suppose.
Chubb, I think the book is still out on whether he is worthy of the number 5 overall
Would
pick.
you rather Chubb or
Or
Josh
the jury
Allen
is
or
still
Lamar
out.
Jackson? Who he was drafted in front of?
I know.
No, I'm
I
just
mean,
saying, for the sake of
obviously-
arguments, Mr.
Obviously, I
Orange
want
makes
Josh
a good
Allen
point.
and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, me too.
But we knew John Elway wasn't drafting Lamar Jackson. Was it either Zach or I can't remember. Asked him at the
Oh,
combine.
you did. At the Senior Bowl.
No, at the combine. I asked him,
Oh, that
do you
was
think
the
he
year.
should work out at wide receiver? And he said, no, I think he should work out at quarterback. I think he's going to be a good quarterback for somebody, which to me instantly meant not us.
Yeah, if you compliment me on the record and you say I think he's going to be great for someone else, I'm murdering you in your sleep, Ryan.
Wow. Well, I think you're going to be great for the Denver Post.
Yeah, and I was at the jeez, shouts to them. Josh Allen, I was at his pro day. I really thought he was going to be the number 1 overall pick, and I would have bet large sums of money the Broncos wouldn't have passed on him if he was available.
I remember sitting with you in the old Lakewood office and saying, Andre, you should write a story titled "Don't Let Paxton Lynch Impact Your View of Josh Allen."
I wrote it.
And you really should have just been a letter addressed to John Elway. And I didn't even like Josh Allen, and I still wanted that story written, and you wrote it, and it was good. Good job. Would look great in print.
Aaron here is saying the real Three Amigos right here.
Amen.
Okay, Zach is asking a betting question, or I don't know if it's a question.
If we're the Three Amigos, that means Brandon, it has to be John Elway. Because, we're not actually that good, but he's putting something together that makes us look good.
That's a great point. And who's running the ball for Dan Reeves? That's who I want to know. Okay, Dallas money line, hate it. Denver money line, I don't know. With this O-line, I kind of hate it so much that you might be onto something. Denver, Carolina, over 44. Oof.
44.5.
Yep.
And then Titans -7. I hate all of those. Zach.
That means you should do it.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Let's move on to some lock prop upset. Zach here is asking if you guys talked about player props for the Broncos game yet. No. Not yet. We're going to jump into lock prop upset, and then the guys can touch on that real quick.
Technically, Ryan gave you 5 Drew Lock.
I did not do that. It was a hot take,
All
not
right.
a betting take.
Andre, let's start with you.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are going to look at this Monday night spread. You're going to say, wait, the 7-5 Ravens, who look like trash all of last month, lost 3 games in a row. They are 3-point favorites to the Cleveland Browns, the 8-3 Cleveland Browns, the first Cleveland Brown team to be, to have a winning record in over a decade at home. You're going to say the Ravens are favored by 3? Yes, they are, because this always happens. Don't get lost in the Ravens hype. This line is correct. It's shifting. You better get in on the shift. I am fading the public in the top 10 most popular public bets of the week. This is the only one where I'm siding with the public. The Browns reek. They reek like the Colts. They are a true pretender. They haven't beat anyone. And the Ravens, as they always do with Lamar Jackson, will humble them on Monday night. That is a lock.
Disagree.
Also, I gave you like a 10-leg parlay. I am steadfast on all of those. So those are 11 locks for you. My prop is, this is a beautiful head-to-head matchup we've got in the running backs in a very divisive game on this set. Arizona Cardinals taking on the New York Giants. My New York Giants. I trashed them all summer. They've done nothing but win me money since November started. Wayne Gallman, my guy, is going to have more rushing yards than Kenyon Drake. The Cardinals are dead in the water. They can't run the ball because Kyler can't run the ball because Kyler's injured, but Cliff Kingsbury isn't telling us. Wayne Gallman's going to run all over Vance Joseph's defense. Kenyon Drake won't do anything against that vaunted Giants defense. This is easy, free money, -113. And then the upset of the week, the aforementioned New York Giants are going to stomp Kyler Murray. That entire offense is based off Kyler running. He's not able to run right now. His rushing attempts are down by half in the last 3 games. He had scored a touchdown in 9 of the first 10 games. He hasn't scored a rushing touchdown in the last 3. It's just flipped everything upside down for the Cards. Wow, the Giants are one of the hottest teams in the NFL and will be frisky in the playoffs despite their losing record. +123. Love the G-Men this week.
So we've had multiple people ask what you're wearing, Andre, and then Luca is here saying Andre with the Milan jersey.
Milan.
They play at 12:45. So hottest team in Europe. Hottest team in Europe.
Which is, by the way, where you're from, in case people don't know.
They have won since we got back from playing games in COVID. They have tied a game. They have lost 1 game. And our guy Austin Novak on bets, those are like the only 2 Milan games he bet on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Austin Novak.
Poor Austin. My
Tell
guy.
him to just
Shouts.
not do that.
He's not
for
he's
you.
Not.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's how that works.
Hank.
Yeah.
LPU.
LPU.
Lock prop upset.
Lock prop
when
upset.
When
wow.
are you ever
But
gonna
PU
know
is also
yours?
what I say after all of your picks.
Hey, I've been solid. Like
You
I'm up
actually
on
have.
money in all these. Okay. That first one says Raiders +1, I believe, and that means
What?
that
It says Falcons.
Falcons +1.
Can you
Okay.
not read?
Dude, it's
Sir?
way.
Can we get a GoFundMe for Henry to get some glasses?
I crazy. Well, I broke my glasses after Nebraska, the field rush. Somehow.
You haven't replaced them since then.
Well, no, but I wore them without one of the arms for a while, but then I lost that
Nebraska
at the
field rush.
Yeah, I know. That was a
So
while
yeah,
ago.
a year ago.
Yeah.
That was 15 months ago, kids.
Well, but then for 6 months after, I used them with one arm, and it was hilarious until I lost them at a silent disco.
Henry, you could also remember your picks.
There's a lot on my
Or
mind right now.
pull it up on your computer or on your iPad. You could do so many things.
I
What
might
is it?
have a
No,
date
no, no,
sometime
no, no,
in the
no.
next 2 weeks.
Look
and
at
that
what he
kinda-
has on his iPad.
he has so many unread notifications
God, no.
on
No.
our company Slack.
Hold on. You need to know
It's
that
sickening.
he was just in a Slack channel that hasn't had anything written in it in like 10 months. just blank. Just staring at a blank, empty Slack channel.
It was creative inspiration, and last night I felt inspirational when I had my iPad open, and so I was thinking, I wonder if there's anything. No, nobody has had anything inspirational. Guess what? We're back in the Tailgate Slack, so don't worry, I'm not going to have to try to read off that screen anymore.
Okay, so what's the first one?
The Falcons +1, I have heard. And
Where are they playing?
What a question. They're going to
What are the games?
LA to play the Chargers.
Yes.
And the reason I like it is because Justin Herbert has literally won 2 games in his life. Like
Well,
that man.
Shouts to him.
2 NFL games in his life.
Yeah, 2 NFL games. And what is this? An NFL game.
The NFL.
And guess what? The Falcons are going to beat them because they are playing very good football right now. They shouldn't be underdogs. I would have made them my upset, but that just feels like cheating. It's a 1-point line.
Double dip, yeah.
The prop, Jalen Hurts, more passing yards than Taysom Hill. No, passing touchdowns. Sorry.
There you go.
I remembered what I picked. There's actually an awesome odds boost right now. You can get 3 touchdowns boosted to +450 total touchdowns. That's rushing or passing.
For Hurts or Taysom?
For Hurts. All of you draft podcast listeners know Jalen Hurts has been my guy for
That's
forever.
15 months, as long as he
Seriously.
hasn't had functioning glasses.
I have been okay.
I mean, they line up. It's coincidental, but they line
not
up, yeah.
perfectly. I mean, the glasses did get lost after he stopped averaging like 450 passing yards a game and like 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns a game. But remember, college football fans know just how good Jalen Hurts is. He finally gets an opportunity. He's going to go off. This is the game I'm most excited for today. Take all of the Jalen Hurts props and the Eagles props.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
And lines, not
Go
props
Birds?
for the Eagles.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Okay,
Go Jalen Hurts.
I'm surprised by that. Wait, we should tell the people how they can make an easy $25 if you have DraftKings Sportsbook.
That's true.
Because it's the easiest thing in the world. Someone said, is it throwing shade to the Broncos?
No.
A little bit. But hey, go make some
Yes.
money off
But
of
they
it.
also did it to Lamar Jackson.
That's true. That's true.
So Drew Lock, Lamar Jackson, the same QB? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, all you got to do is go to DraftKings Sportsbook, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app.
Yep.
Use the code DNVR when you sign up. Get your sign-up bonus up to $1,000. Then you go in, you scroll, you go in there, you go to the home page, and across the top, it's just all these things that you should do. It's like Week 14 profit boosts, and you're going to get a 20% profit boost on every single NFL game, which is pretty amazing. Then you've got no-brainer bets. Denver's QB no-brainer. Any Denver quarterback to complete a pass boosted to +100. That means you bet $25, you win $25. That's all you can bet. This isn't. They're not just going to let you win $1 million off this. But
Yeah, sadly.
Drew Lock completes a pass, $25 in your pocket.
How much money would you put on that if there was no maximum? Like all of it?
Yeah.
I mean, because they would complete a pass. There's no world in which the Broncos don't complete a pass.
Even Kendall
You don't even have to
Hinton
worry.
completed one.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if that you did it in that game because you had like better odds than normal? How much you would have been sweating?
And imagine if the Broncos had played that correctly and not thrown the ball. Then you'd be totally screwed.
Yeah. Or if they just threw some easy passes, they could have completed like 5.
There are no easy
Right,
passes.
right.
Every pass should have been a Hail Mary. There was a great story on this in like The Ring or something because it's basically the same percentage completion. Like people forget how he was not completing a screen pass.
He did complete a screen pass.
Yeah, and
He was 1 for 1. He's 100% in his career on screen passes.
he was spiking balls like 3 yards downfield. It should have been a Hail Mary every single time. The math adds up because there's a 26% chance that those get caught. It doesn't matter. They should have done that every play. I can't remember who wrote it. It might have been The Ringer.
Can we
good.
please
might have
address
been
the
on Reddit. It
silent
might have been
disco
on
you
Reddit.
mentioned earlier? I have never shown this much
Yeah.
self-restraint, but you keep going. What is the silent disco? Why were you there? Who forced you in there? How did you survive?
I wish I could remember all of the details. I remember it was like 6 blocks from right here. There was this big room. Everybody had headphones. There were different colors that the headphones would light up, and there was a button, and it would change the music. And there were different DJs all playing in the same room. And so what I have been told about that night is that I was dancing to a totally different song than everybody I was with, and it was a great time. At some point, I lost the glasses that
pay
were
money
already
to see
missing an
that.
arm. Well, what happened was we went to an Avs game before, and we were way up at the top, and I can't see that far without my glasses, and so I had to bring them even though there's only like the one arm. And then you go silent disco after that, and you have it clipped right here. I wasn't the coolest guy at the silent disco with my one-armed glasses, but
I've
there's
never
the
seen
story.
a greater metaphor for Henry than the fact that
You read
Henry
my
was
mind.
quite
You
literally
read my
dancing to a different tune.
You read my mind. I was going to say the same exact thing.
I would
Yes.
pay money to just be a bird in the sky or whatever that expression is and watch that.
see, that's what I
Definitely
miss.
dancing to his own music.
I
no
just
doubt.
want to be breathed on by dozens of other strangers. Like that's
Whoa.
all I want right now. And like
I-
I get the, like I don't want it like right now when everybody has COVID.
Right,
but like
right. But shouts
more
to
than
the
anything,
COVID vaccine because that can happen sooner rather than later.
True.
now. Yeah.
As a 23-year-old, like honestly, I think my pickup line might be like,
okay,
"Hey,
okay.
we can." Yeah, never mind.
Stop it.
If you see Henry,
stop it.
do him a favor, breathe on him a little.
You
He
should
loves
tell
that.
a girl I've been waiting almost a year for you to breathe on
I
me.
just want to feel
Can
the
we
breath
send
of like
another
honestly, like
Tinder
even football
message?
fans. Not even like this isn't like a sexual thing. This is like at a Broncos game, like an old man behind me, just like the breath
Yes,
of another
yes.
human. Oh
Yes.
my goodness!
Could you imagine being in the stadium
Please
today, like
stop.
mile high? You can see
Oh.
everyone's breath even.
Oh
Please stop.
yes,
We're gonna read. Please stop.
I need it.
No.
I need it. This I
Henry,
can't
stop. I'm gonna mute you.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Does it
fine.
feel like everyone's yelling?
Well, you guys are off the rails.
I've been drinking
so,
tequila.
Henry, I'm gonna need you to stop. We've got some comments real quick, then we'll get to your lock prop upset.
By the way, Henry's upset the Las Vegas Raiders. We're in agreement. They will beat
By the way-
Colts. Great call, Henry.
The Las Vegas Raiders have never succeeded at anything they've ever been in on this segment. They've been lock multiple times, failed. They've been upset multiple times, failed. So just so you know, you're jinxing them, which is nice of you.
Yeah,
But
you're welcome.
when I picked the Patriots -6.5 versus the Raiders
That is
as
correct.
a lock, that hit.
Right. Yeah, that was against the Raiders.
Fade the Raiders works. Following the Raiders doesn't work. That's why they weren't one of my picks.
Good job.
Yep. So
Okay, so we've got Scott Carpenter here saying Washington
Scott.
football team will take the East. The football team is America's team. No.
They are a
Why
football
are people
team,
talking about the football team?
People love the
Mile
football
High
team. They
Memory
love
says
Alex
go
Smith.
Grizz, Big Hank. Oh, someone.
Need a vaccine
Grizz.
by spring football. We are all road tripping. Tailgate live from Missoula. It's set on the record, so now it has to happen.
Go Grizz.
Wow.
Go Grizz.
If we did the tailgate from Missoula,
Yeah. I
mean-
don't think Grizz.
I don't think we're going to be doing the tailgate in the middle of the FCS spring season.
Why not?
But
If
Henry,
we're up
this
there.
comment is going to make you happy. Henry rocking his I want to be on The Bachelor haircut.
ABC, if you're
Wow.
watching, best Bachelor option out there, Hankster.
Desperate
no doubt
enough.
About it.
Desperate
no doubt
enough.
About it. I
Henry
don't know about
would
that.
absolutely kill it on The Bachelor.
It's true.
I'm not saying he's going to win, but he would be
He'd make it
beloved
to
by
hometowns.
millions of
He'd make
Americans.
it to the
Exactly.
hometowns.
I think I could. Yeah.
It's a great brand decision for
Frankly,
you. I already
I don't wanna
approved the
lose
time
him.
off that you need.
Frankly, I don't want to lose him.
That would be a good little.
Yeah, I don't wanna
When
lose him.
you know how on The Bachelor, anyone who's watching who doesn't know it, they go back to their hometown.
Oh, God. If Henry made it to hometown,
Seal
No,
the deal.
but Henry,
Lock.
Seal
Henry
the
would
deal.
have to come here, and we would have to get to know.
no.
Double hometown.
We're great, but Dean and Penny,
That's true.
game
they'll,
over.
They'll seal it.
As soon as they miss it, as soon as they meet Dean
a
and Penny,
girl will marry you
game
just
over.
to have them as
Tebow.
in-laws.
And Tebow.
Tebow.
And Eddie.
I'll fly Eddie
Tebow.
out to make sure she's available
Okay.
for hometown week.
RK, please
guaranteed.
make Big Hank eat some damn veggies today. He's looking pale.
That's just how he looks.
Shouts. Shouts.
Yeah.
Nick is saying Drew Lock will get 3 touchdowns
no, that's
today.
a hot take.
Peter says, I still believe in Lock. We haven't seen him with a healthy roster yet.
Certainly not seeing that today.
Scott Carpenter said, is Allie hosting and producing? Shout out to her. That's skills.
Yeah, she's a better host than me.
Allie does like
Well-
20 more things, so shouts to her big time.
I just need to keep you guys. Fly on the wall. That's what I said. Bird in the sky. Fly on the wall.
Bird in the
Were you
sky.
using the
I
term
would like to
bird
be-
in the sky?
I would like to be a bird in the sky for that.
I mean, if it's
Did
an
I say
outdoor
bird on the
event.
wall?
No, it's great. No,
I don't
actually
know what
really
I
like
said.
it.
If you're talking about an outdoor event, that translates.
Okay,
Yeah.
for people also listening and watching, we used to have this bit on the BSM Buffs podcast.
Throwback.
Very big throwback because I don't know a lot of common sayings because I grew up in a Spanish household, so my parents spoke Spanish to me. So like this, fly on the wall, bird in the sky, my brain gets confused. So
Bird in the sky's not a thing, right?
No, but it is now. If you're talking about an outdoor event, if like Henry's talking about how he went to an outdoor silent disco,
Next time, maybe it will be outdoor.
you'd be like, I'd love to be a bird on the sky for that.
Instead of bird in the sky, we should just say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fair enough.
This comment, I don't even want to read it. Okay, Antonio's saying thoughts on taking Minnesota money line at plus 255.
Yes.
Kind of like it.
I mean, that's good
Smart
value.
man, Antonio.
That's good
a
value.
Great call by you. Great call.
If I was making parlays, I might parlay that with the
That's the
Broncos.
hotter team. That's the hotter team. Better record against the spread. They're playing better. Like, gun to your head, one game, if your selection wins, you survive. If your selection doesn't, you are brutally murdered. Kirk Cousins or Tom Brady to start that game today.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins.
There you go. That's all you need to know. Ryan would put his life on it.
Peter says, Andre, quote, I don't want to lose him. LOL, cat for sure with the selfishness. To Henry going on home downs.
Oh.
That is a yeah.
And look at him. Look at him. He's like, I don't want to lose him.
Yeah, I don't want to lose him.
Okay. Kale over there is making a graphic for the DNVR Twitter, and he needs to know who are you picking today when it comes to the Broncos.
Pain.
Oh.
These are against the spread, so everyone knows.
I'm picking fun game to watch.
Give me the Broncos. Give me the Broncos.
Can I just have a big smiley face in my section?
How about just a golden retriever?
Andre.
I'll make a pick. I'm going to put CSU on there.
Oh.
Okay. Broncos are
you
4
know they're
point.
gonna lose.
Broncos are
Even
4-point
if they aren't
underdogs
playing, they'll
today.
find a way.
Andre, are you taking the Broncos or are you taking the Panthers? Go. Quick. Now. Fast. This isn't fast.
Smart viewing. Okay, it's just like last week. I hate the Broncos in this one. Terrible spot. Because of that, you got to take the Broncos +4. Hate it.
Okay, so Andre, Ryan for Broncos. I'm for Broncos. Henry.
Broncos.
Okay.
How many people are on the Broncos? Is it everyone?
75%
Good split, okay.
of the money on the Panthers. I gotta fade
split.
that. I gotta fade that. Sorry, guys.
Split.
Okay, my
Responsible for
turn.
yourself.
Speaking of Broncos.
Lock, Cardinals -3. I don't care if Kyler's hurt. The Giants are a paper tiger. You put the thing over it. Now I can't see.
What?
I thought you were
Oh,
supposed to
sorry.
know your
Okay,
picks.
no, you aren't.
Oh, no.
You're just supposed to be able to read.
You're
Did you take Jalen Hurts, too?
I couldn't have done that. I would
No
never.
way. No way.
Did I mess that up?
You did mess it up. Now I gotta go into the slide.
Oh, yeah,
it's
your
okay,
prop
I'll-
is,
I'll
what
find
did
it.
I mess
Brandon
up?
Cooks over 4.5 receptions.
Oh.
This is smart, Ryan.
Thank you. I'm pretty
Okay,
smart
so I
sometimes.
you messed up the prop. Everything
the prop,
else is right.
Don't. If you're watching this on mute, you gotta turn the volume on. You gotta hear us. Okay. Brandon Cooks over 4.5 receptions.
You do this every week. You find the easiest little prop.
Yep, I sure do. That's the point, right? We're trying to win.
Someone just snuck into our bar. I am concerned.
Oh,
And then
I-
you're a big
Lindsay's
believer.
really trying to not be on camera. He's scooting down.
not a homeless person.
You're not on yet. You're not on yet. You're not on yet. Thank you.
You had the Broncos at +162. You now have that. They're now just +160.
Wait, what? How have they gone down?
We're losing juice. They're back to +3.5. by the way.
Okay. Well, I got Broncos at +162. That was before Garett Bolles wasn't playing. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to change the graphic, so I got to ride with that.
There you
Brandon,
go.
he's out today.
What? Oh, for the love of God.
Kiki Kuti. We're adjusting. Take Kiki Kuti. Same exact prop. It's
Well-
going to hit. No problem, guys.
Just take Deshaun Watson to throw the ball a lot to his number one receiver.
Okay. Zach here is asking, would you take Jerry Jeudy over 3.5 receptions, -130, or over 42.5 yards, -115?
I would take both.
Jerry's turning it back around. That's finally happening.
It's Jerry Jeudy is going to be force-fed today. That should have been my hot take.
Yeah, that's your hot take every other week. I'm surprised it wasn't a Jerry Jeudy
Well,
hot take. this
maybe
week.
I was trying to not jinx him.
Okay.
Maybe I'm watching too much college football where when the players whine, they get what they want.
Yeah.
But I think Jerry Jeudy has whined enough to get what he wants this week.
Your prop is so hot, all Houston Texans wide receivers have been taken off the board.
So I have to come up with something new, don't I?
You are
All right, there it is. There's mine.
There you
Jerry-
go.
Oh, no, that's a jinx.
You know what? Let's just go to crack one open.
I need a prop. I will crack one open, though.
He's sending twin
Oh, these are
Tinder
cool.
pics now.
I have a new match. I can't let it go to waste. Okay.
Oh, sick.
See, maybe this is how I keep winding up with puddles in front of
that was
me
so
after
close.
this show.
That's not it. This is the first time Ryan's done that.
Yeah, it is.
Are you sure?
Crack one open. Why not?
Somehow
All right,
there's
we've
always
got
a
some
puddle
fantasy
right here.
questions. So let's jump into that.
Ooh, not as cool as I thought it was. gonna
Fantasy
be.
questions?
Andre, let's go with your start.
Is that ASMR?
I'm
I
starting
think-
Corey
well, yeah.
Davis.
That's
That's
supposed to be. Then I punched the mic before. Ruined it.
Corey Davis for the Titans. A.J. Brown's been a little banged up. Him and Tannehill really feeling well. Corey Davis, kind of the Garett Bolles of wide receivers. It took like forever for him to come around. Now he's finally living up to that high draft pick status.
In a contract year, and he's 29.
Exactly.
Okay.
He's not 29, but it is a contract year. And yeah, they're just feeling it. Him, Tannehill, they are feeling it. It's a great matchup. Jonnu not playing well. A.J. Brown not playing well. Everyone knows they need to stop Derrick Henry against the Jags. That opens up endless possibilities for our guy, CD, top performing flex position player in all of fantasy football. Last week, I gave him to you as a start. I'm going back to the well. Michael Pittman. People are sleeping on Pittman. Colts, really nice matchup against the Raiders. They have garbage cornerbacks. Pittman, the big USC wide receiver, will have a great week. Justin Jefferson, I mean, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL right now against those Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're good physical corners. That's a well-coordinated defense, but they don't have the speed. They don't have the quickness to line up with Justin Jefferson, one of the more nimble route runners we have in the NFL, despite just being a rookie. Those are three easy breezy starts. If you had any questions on the bubble, take those three guys and thank me.
We
Real
do
real
have
quick,
questions.
would you care to share what just happened to you, to
No,
us?
no one can see.
Well, I saw.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just somehow got coffee in my hair.
Oh,
She was drinking through a straw and somehow got the coffee in her hair.
I'm doing a lot. I'm distracted and I wasn't paying attention. Anyways,
Impressive.
Jesse here is asking, who do I start? Browns defense versus Ravens or Ravens defense versus Browns?
Ravens all the way.
Okay, perfect.
Yikes. Henry,
Max-
you can disagree.
Yeah, I mean, I don't love either side. I think the Browns
Ravens nice
win
play.
this game.
Ravens nice play.
Okay, I trust Dre though because I am the one who's a little bit buzzed. So.
Okay, so Max says start 2, sit 1. Here they are.
Thielen, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Hopkins. Oof, definitely Thielen.
Yep.
Going Ridley. You're calling
Are
the
you-
upset, right?
yeah.
You're calling the upset. So
Yeah, probably.
There you
It's
go.
just so hard to bench Hopkins.
I have a question.
very hard. Very hard.
I have clinched, due to injuries, I might
Okay,
add.
cool.
I have clinched the number 1 overall pick in my Dynasty Fantasy League draft. Is the answer Trevor Lawrence? Don't ask any more questions?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
No doubt.
Okay,
Yes.
so we should move on to.
Henry starts.
Yeah.
Who you got, Hank?
Well, I love when we transition before the graphics is up.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I think I took.
Where'd it go?
Yeah,
I think I took David Montgomery
Oh, here.
Monty.
of the Chicago Bears. By memory, got one.
Boom.
David Montgomery. Yeah, I mean, he's been getting a lot of touches. He's been playing really well in the last couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Mitchell Trubisky, and at quarterback, that has to make you think that the ball will not be thrown a whole lot.
Right,
And
right.
so, yeah, I just feel like this is another good week, especially against the Texans defense, to throw him back in there. We'll go
You
through
can
these
run it on Romeo. That's what
backwards.
Shakespeare would tell us.
Brandon Ayuk, again, has been playing really well. He's looking like one of the best receivers in this rookie class, and with a strong finish, he could wind up at the top of that list.
No.
You don't
Justin
think
Jefferson has that locked up.
Yeah, Jeff.
Under
think so?
lock and key like Fort Knox. Maybe not the best forever, but the best this year.
Ayuk has looked nice, though. Ayuk makes plays.
He makes plays. Justin Jefferson literally eats cornerbacks lunch every single week.
All right, well, Ayuk gets to play the Washington football team, and that offense has looked pretty good for the 49ers. This is another bet I like, is San Francisco -3, so take that too. But Brandon Ayuk's a good play. Cam Akers got a – oh, this is too late. He went off, though. He already went off.
Henry with a real hot take here, picking a player who already had a great
Oh
week.
I forgot.
my God.
See, this is what happens when I do these on Saturday
And
nights.
whose
Yeah.
fault is that?
Well, I guess it's probably mine, isn't it?
Okay, so should we let's
Cam
just
Akers.
Well,
just
let's
move
talk
on to
about
some
Cam
Hold on to
Akers
Cam
because
Akers.
wow, he really had a great week. Henry called it on
No wonder it was
Saturday
on my
night,
mind.
3 days after he played.
All right, Andre, here
I
are
was-
your sits.
Yeah,
So
great
ready
game,
after
though.
the draft podcast.
Kyler,
fantasy
I
podcast.
talked about it. Hate to be, repeating myself here, but if he can't run the ball, a lot of his fantasy value is stinted. Also, hasn't even passed
Stunted.
it for
Stunted.
Hasn't even passed it for over 200 yards the last 2 games, guys.
Yeah.
Concerning what Kyler's doing, especially against the hottest defense in the NFL right now. Eric Ebron, seen him ranked in a lot of top 10 tight end rankings. Don't buy it. The Bills know what they're doing on defense. Ebron has way too many drops. He's not making the most of those valuable red zone touches he's being given in this offense. I just think his role is diminishing by every week, and I love that matchup for the Bills defense. So don't take the cheese on Ebron. And I've told you, I'm staying consistent. I'm not high on the Browns. I'm not high on them being able to do a lot of stuff against this Ravens defense. Not only will it be a down week for Baker Mayfield, it will also be a down week for Jarvis Landry, their number 1 target.
Thanks, Andre.
Henry, your sits. I wrote
Your
Sat
sats.
Henry is what I wrote on the thing.
Sad
It makes sense to be
Henry.
talking to Henry in the past tense, considering he's having picks in the past tense.
Well, look at Henry's face overimposed on mine. His neck looks crazy. Right?
Right. First hit, Mitchell Trubisky. I mean, there's always the temptation to play a running quarterback to get those rushing yards. Well, no, he sucks, so don't do that. Christian Kirk.
he's not a running quarterback.
Well, I mean, he's not passing quarterback. He's got to be something, right?
Burn, Mitch. You got burned by Hank. Booyah.
Christian Kirk, he has sucked recently. The
Yeah.
Cardinals' offense as a whole kind of sucks.
Yep.
Just all sorts of sucking right now. And so stay away from Christian Kirk. Nyheim Hines, that is Jonathan Taylor's backfield. If you've been able to buy yourself a couple of fantasy points because you have Nyheim Hines on your roster and no actual good running backs you can play, well, that time is up. It's Jonathan Taylor's backfield, and Nyheim Hines is useless.
All right, we've got questions.
Nailed it, Henry.
I'm going to just put them up on the screen, and you'll gotta answer, so pay attention.
I will be paying attention.
Need to flex CEH.
I'm not paying
Jay
attention, I'm
Williams,
just putting in
Jeudy
bets.
or Tim Patrick. Definitely Tim Patrick. I would say CEH is the other one.
I picked Jeudy, but that's just me.
just one flex. Yeah, go Tim Patrick. Go Tim.
Oh, over CEH?
Yeah.
Miami's D is good, man.
Splitting those reps
Gesicki
now,
or
too.
Gronk? I like Gesicki.
I'm a
this
Gesicki
Chiefs
guy.
matchup.
Yeah.
CEH or Dobbins. Kind of big on Dobbins this week. Kind of think that's going to be sneaky.
You mean Dobby.
Sure, yeah, Dobby, that's right. Already have Ben, Jones, Adams, Thomas, and Deontay Sterling down 45 points to start low. Yeah, Dobbins, I think, I don't know, is that the more roll of the dice? They're both kind of roll of the dice,
Yeah.
high upside picks.
I like Dobbins.
Let's go Dobbins. I like the upside play there. Love
Okay.
that you can get a guy on Monday night to sneak in some points for you. Tim Patrick or Ebron. Patrick all the way
Yep.
every day.
Yep.
Okay, next
Michael
one.
Pittman or Tim Patrick. Ooh, this is
That's
tough.
a good one. Similar
This
players.
is tough because I have Pittman as one of my starts, but Tim Patrick's kind of assumed as a start at this point. I'm going Tim Patrick.
Okay, next one.
Sure. Mike Davis. Yep.
Ooh.
No Christian McCaffrey. Down a bunch of receivers. They're
He's
going
right.
to be pounding the rock.
Nope, Broncos take away the run today.
I'm going Mike Davis.
You're passing on 20-plus carries, yeah.
All right, next.
Lamb.
Versus Cincy or wasn't Chad Hansen on the Broncos roster at one point?
Lamb versus Cincy or Hansen versus Chicago. I think he was former Cal wide receiver. I'm going Lamb versus Cincy.
I called dibs on the silver tequila.
Okay, we've got here, Andre, respect for the jersey. You are my favorite guy on DNVR from now on. Forza? Is that how it's
Forza, yes.
I think that's a kind of car.
Forza Milan.
Farsa?
Go. Forza probably means
Did I
go.
say it right?
Go Milan, cars go.
Henry. Did I
So-
say it
sorry.
right? Farsa?
Forza.
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 It's just like campazzo. You got to get
Forza.
that T sound
Like
in
a
there.
pizza.
Well, I think the R is
Forza.
where we're
Like a pizza.
falling short here. Forza.
Forza. There we go.
Forza.
Okay.
Forza Broncos.
What does Forza mean, though?
All right, we've got
Yeah, like
will
go.
Philip Lindsay get enough carries to justify a fantasy start?
Who knows?
Wouldn't
We'll
trust
get like 2 or 3 more in here if you guys
Gun to my
have
head, I would
time.
say no. Yes, we have to.
I was saying to them, the
Oh,
listeners, to just get them in 2 or 3 more.
Cam Akers or Darnold?
Yeah.
Akers.
Oh, you got burned good, Henry.
That's good, Joe.
Yeah,
That's good.
you're funny,
That's
Joe.
good, Joe. You're hilarious. Hi, Adam, by the way.
Come take my job.
Who said hi, Adam?
No, I do that because that's how Henry interrupts my show, so I'm doing it.
I'm sorry, interrupting
So-
your show. It's a chat. I'm
That's
taking
very-
advantage of the,
Actually,
of the chat
rewatching the
feature.
show as a viewer, it made a lot of sense why he was saying hi to Adam.
Yeah,
it
'cause-
made no sense from Marv.
Yeah, because it said Adam.
You guys are lost on what we're referencing.
Yep.
If you
Okay,
didn't
Chef
say that.
Adam Owls showed up, and I wanted to say hi to Chef Adam.
Okay,
Chef
it looks
Adam.
like no more
Shouts to you, we love you.
questions. So,
Horsing around.
No.
I could have sworn. Oh, tune in every Tuesday. We do the DNVR Fantasy. Lots of interaction. We're getting you prepped for your playoffs. That's happening at 3 on Tuesday. Tune in, Periscope, YouTube. You'll find us live, Hankster and I. We love to do it. We love to interact with you. Tune in. Thanks
all
for the
right,
support.
all right. We got 2 in here right before we moved on. So,
Nope, sorry. Can't do
Philip
it.
or
Jeudy.
Jerry on the flex. Okay.
Jeudy on the flex.
Will Locke outperform Carr?
Who knows what's going on with Derek Carr? And I mean,
I think today's a big day for
The
him. No running
matchup
back. They're
for
going to be throwing a lot.
Locke is slightly more promising, but we kind of think Indy's trash. Ooh, I'm going Locke.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah,
I'm going Carr.
All right. Well,
I hate it, though. I will say that.
exactly.
It is now time to.
time to horse around.
This is what I'm best at.
Could have fooled us.
This is-
Ali could have fooled us. We were horsing around the entire show.
That's true. You really
Oh.
were.
People want to see me get buckets, so we move that.
So you move the bucket in front of my bucket.
Some have said,
Andre, hand me that.
All you did was just put
Just-
everything in front of me.
Antonio's asking, didn't Cam
No, not that.
Akers play
Your
Thursday? He
gross
did,
cup.
but Henry wasn't
is
paying
mine.
attention and put him in his start and sits. That's
He was a before the week start set, not a after Thursday.
all
start
right. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Can you explain the rules for people who might be tuning in for the first time, Ray?
We get clues from Allie about players on the Broncos.
Who these clues originally came from Kale as well.
Oh,
give a quick little shout out.
Congratulations, Kale. Good job.
set. Congratulations.
Andre knocks over
Blossoming
the iPad.
in
That's
front
part of
of
the
our
bit.
this is my beer. Yes.
When you know the answer, so it starts with clues. We're leading up to a Broncos player. When you know the answer,
Yeah.
you bounce your quarter into your glass.
We getting responses?
Once you get it, that's your
Getting
buzzer.
matches.
Oh, sick.
And once you hit the buzzer, you can answer the question.
Exactly.
And if you're correct, if you are incorrect, you're done. You're out. You don't get to keep bouncing.
Exactly. All right. Everyone understand? Everyone ready?
Loser takes a shot.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Oh, so there's going to be
Losers.
1,
There are
2,
two
3,
losers.
4 Broncos players that they're guessing from, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 trivia questions.
Oh,
Per player.
fun. Just random
Four.
trivia?
Yes, random trivia.
Okay.
I love
All right,
this.
this first player, 25 years old, second round pick. Oh, and people in the comments, you guys can guess as well. 25
Cortland
years.
Sutton.
Yes.
Good job.
Snap.
Next player, undrafted. He has been on 3 NFL teams. He is a one-time All-Pro. Traded for last offseason. Oh, you're done.
Traded for last offseason. Why am I missing
He's
this?
injured right now.
Oh, you're giving
Oh.
me too many. This offseason.
You're
Traded for
going, why
this
are you
AJ
giving what
Boyd.
does he already take a shot?
Hold
Sorry?
on.
He
You
doesn't
said
get more
traded for
clues.
last offseason. That was traded for this offseason.
Bouye?
I mean,
Yeah.
What's the answer?
yeah, it's just the answer.
Same thing.
No. Last offseason would mean last before last season. That's what threw me off.
Yeah.
Buff's got Oregon. That's what Silver Buff is saying in
Oh,
here.
wow. Well, that means I should probably have some real work to do.
Well,
Are you okay?
with that being
I'm
said,
fine.
Washington's probably not going to play. And then so Oregon's going to go to the title game, even though it should really be the Buffs. And then the Buffs will be left to figure out what the hell to do. Maybe they can play CSU.
Buff should be hosting this game, though.
You guys can do an emergency pod.
Okay.
after this.
No.
Next person is 22 years old, 6'5", an offensive player, and he played at Missouri.
Alberto.
Yes.
You got to say his whole
I
name
gotta
and pronounce
say
it
his
correct.
Aquabenum.
What is it?
Aquabenum.
Good
That's
enough. Well,
close
we
enough.
will accept that.
Better than most people doing play-by-play. Okay, last player. So right now it's 2 Henry,
Yeah,
1
one.
Ryan.
Has Andre even bounced his
No.
quarter?
I've bounced it once.
Okay. Next player is 3, and he's been on 3 NFL teams, signed off of another team's practice squad, 6th round pick,
Oh my goodness.
played at the University of Miami.
Five,
No,
Four,
hey, this is his first look. Give him some
three,
time.
2,
No.
1.
Nobody else gets time.
Okay.
Ryan got the
Played at
same
the
exact amount of
University
time.
of Miami.
And she gave him a bonus
Well,
hint.
3 NFL teams, former what? 6th round pick?
Yes.
6-round pick.
Played at the University of Miami, the U.
Yeah. I can't think of it.
Signed off of another team's practice squad.
So that means he probably joined the team at like the end of last season.
Or the beginning of this one.
Legit, no one fits this.
Nope.
criteria.
That's wrong in the comments.
Can you know who it is? So give us another hint.
He plays defensive line.
Deshaun Williams.
No.
He went to Clemson.
He has a fun name.
Oh, Chiclico.
Yep.
Oh, Anthony Chickalo.
We're just gonna feed him more clues until
I
he's
had
able
no
to
idea.
answer.
Henry, you gave up. You weren't even going. You weren't
Me-
even playing.
Me doing that just won you. that
Technically,
round,
once
by
you
the way.
once you guessed wrong, you were done. Or did you never guess?
He never guessed.
All right.
Okay.
No, I
All
guess
I
right.
can't believe
Deshaun
Anthony
Williams, but
Chickalo
that's-
went to the U.
that
If I had
blocked
to
Ryan
rank
from answering entirely.
players on
Also, you gave up. You weren't flipping your quarters. So go
Well,
away.
if I knew there were more clues coming, I
let me just say
would've.
this: if I had to rank players on the Denver Broncos roster who have the U-like swag, I would probably put Anthony
Chickalo's number
Chickalo
one.
last. Stop
Okay.
calling him Chicklico.
Chicolo?
Chickalo.
Is he really Chicolo?
Anthony Chickalo.
Have you ever read his name?
Jeez.
Okay.
C-H-I-C-K-A-L-O.
We still have 4 more questions.
Okay. So 1,
I thought
1,
we
2.
were doing 4.
Yes. All right.
I was told we were doing 4.
Yeah, that was 4.
Do you
so
want to?
now we have 4
Do you
more
want to
questions.
forfeit the last 4 because you don't want to keep bouncing
I
your
said
quarter?
we have
No,
4
I'm happy to
player
keep
questions and 4 trivia questions.
All right,
We
let's
need
go.
you guys to listen a little better. What is the state bird of Colorado? Ryan, you got to get this.
The lark bunting.
Yes, that is
What
correct.
a terrible bird.
Okay, this
do
one
better.
is an
How about
easy
an
one,
eagle?
so
do
get
we wanna
ready.
do Italian provinces now? And
This is
Yeah.
an easy one. Get ready. Colorado's official nickname.
the Sunshine State.
No, that's
That's
Florida,
Florida.
you idiot.
I'm joking. I didn't even get it.
Colorful
Henry's just
Colorado.
done.
Nope.
Yeah, but how would I know?
Oh, okay. Ryan is
You already
done,
guessed.
so-
You can't.
That is definitely.
No, it's
Colorado's
You already said. You already
official-
guessed. You already
Centennial
guessed.
State.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yes,
I was messing with you guys. It was gameplay. No one gets it. Is anyone gonna get Henry's quarter?
This is
so
not
he can-
random. This is
Twos
not
across
random
the board.
trivia.
Anyone
this is
gonna
not
get
random
Henry's,
trivia. This is
uh,
He
Colorado
has it
trivia.
in his Andre. He has it in his hand. He just hasn't been playing.
Oh, you gave up on Centennial State?
I don't know what the nickname of Colorado.
I can't believe I missed
I'm
that
not
one.
from here.
Yikes.
Okay.
There's a sign. There's a big sign that says "Colorful Colorado." It really got me.
Yeah, everyone.
Kira in here saying Henry went to UM. Not surprised he gave up. They usually do.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not even. Okay.
I didn't know we were committing
got
murders on the
Lindsay
comment
laughing over
section.
there.
Oh, wow.
Okay, next one. Get ready.
Twos across the board, by the way.
We know.
Is this more Colorado trivia? It better
Get-
be random. Oh
Get
my!
ready.
Give me my
Montana
shot.
State animal.
What is it, Hank? Is it the mascot of your alma mater? Give me a hint, Hank.
The grizzly bear.
Yes.
This is. Please don't pull your headphones out of the cord.
Oh, I could have too. And that ice you threw at me melted on the floor instead. We have extra quarters and I've been doing this? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because once you throw it out of bounds, you cannot continue to play.
How far are we from doing Zach's video?
Very close.
You gotta take a Wiz Khalifa.
I'll take a whiz.
All right, last question.
If I win this one, you both have to take a shot. If someone wins this that's not me, then it's a tie, and the other person has to take a
It's
shot.
gonna be about
no,
Italy,
because it would be
Gray.
3-3-2.
It's gonna be about Italy. You've got to get this, Dre.
There's
This is
no
on
way
you.
it's gonna be
This is it.
Did we
Italy
just-
trivia.
I think we just lost Henry's mic.
No, I can hear me.
No.
Yeah, we can hear.
There
Can
it go-
you
there it
hear
is.
Henry? Okay, perfect.
Wait, Henry, talk.
But Allie's
we're
mic
back,
is
we're
off,
back.
so that's
Okay.
fine. Okay. yours
Last
is mic is
question.
on. Oh man.
Italy's national flower.
The
Petunia.
lily.
Yes, right.
Kidding. You're kidding.
Let's go, Ryan!
I've never been this frustrated.
Let's go. Random flower
Good
guess.
for you, like making us proud that we know stuff about Italy. We're not going to guess ad nauseum 20 times like Centennial State.
I
We
missed
know our
the
stuff.
stupid nickname for Colorado and got the state animal of Montana and the country flower
And that
of
was
Italy.
fully because
Can
Henry
we-
just
Yeah.
messed it
Meanwhile, we had to guess like some mountain lark or
Can
something.
we go to the tape here? Hold up your shot for us real quick. Clear liquid looks very nice. Clear liquid looks very nice. Someone then pissed in Henry's cup.
I don't have a shot.
No, this is añejo. This is real
empty.
tequila.
Whoa.
Okay.
They did not pay for that endorsement, so take that back.
No,
It
it's
is-
I'll
not
take
the
a shot
brand.
with
It's
the
a
boys.
type. It's about how long the tequila's been
Okay.
aged, Ray. This is añejo. That's why
Hold
it has
on,
this
hold on,
nice
hold on.
color.
Before you
it
guys
pulls
take-
pulls
Please
it from
stop.
the barrel.
Before I muted you, Henry. Before you guys take the shot, we have to go to who had the
I'm not gonna
worst
listen.
No,
take.
Allie, come on. Don't do this. Don't do this,
Please
Allie.
stop messing with your mic.
I thought it was
Sounds
muted.
terrible.
Oh, boy. Ryan's being handed a shotsies. Spoiler alert.
No, it's honest. Ryan said he wanted to take a shot with you guys,
With
with
the
the
boys. I'm
boys.
just-
With the boys.
Well, you could have just
Oh,
had
well.
mine.
He has to take a shot anyway. So.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
No, I had the hottest take.
Oh, shoot. Is
Yeah,
that
so-
how that's phrased?
Oh, who had the worst take?
Henry.
Ryan.
Oh, so Henry has to do another.
No, it was Andre. No, it's okay. They're good with these. Andre were lost with Broncos. Won't get a top 10 pick. Yeah, it goes in order. Henry got second. Ryan had the hottest take.
Do people understand the difference between incredibly stupid and hot?
No.
So all three
Well,
of you
that would
take your
explain it.
shot before we
Fellas.
start
I mean,
the countdown.
that's the
Been a
Henry
good one.
Chisholm, right? Incredibly stupid and hot.
I would take it.
Oh, that is.
If that was
that's
an option,
nice.
I would
That's
just
nice.
take that.
Cheers.
Cheers,
on
boys.
it's felt weirdly more on the rails than usual.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Except for all the yelling
all
over
the
each other.
That's me. I do that when I drink. See, that's good tequila. That's good tequila.
I think
Yeah.
the lemon kind of works.
Mine was trash.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
had well tequila.
Getting
but it was
gross,
silver.
you guys.
We gave Andre well tequila while we drank Michael Jordan's tequila.
Is it Michael Jordan's tequila?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you want to show the people the bottle?
No.
No, that's free
Did
advertising.
Michael
people
Jordan
gotta
pay for that?
those advertisements.
I apologize.
MJ, get at us.
Yeah, if Michael Jordan wants to give us money, then yeah.
Kira
If Michael
here
Jordan
saying,
wants
"Love
to
you,
deck
Henry."
us out in Jumpman stuff nonstop, we
would look
will
so dumb.
endorse his
Please,
allegedly good tequila.
please, Michael Jordan.
Should we?
Maybe you
Please,
could just
we
turn
could all
down
pull up
my
in jumpsuits.
feedback a little bit. Like I feel like people are just screaming in my ears.
Yeah.
Turn mine up.
Control
That's your co-host.
Turn mine up. I'm
your
hyped.
co-host.
Turn me up.
Should we see what Henry's done on his Tinder pic? Should we go to Zach's
No,
video?
we're going.
What do you wanna
You
do?
know, if you were listening once again, I said we were going to go to Zach's video, especially because you said you had to go to the bathroom.
Wow, my anxiety has gone down tremendously since you turned down those microphones.
Now I have to talk even louder.
All right. Let's go to Zach's video. He's got the magic number. Let's
Yes.
take guesses on what it is. I actually already know what it is, so I'll let you guys guess before I just say it.
You're gonna spoil it?
Well, I always get this right.
It's
Oh.
like
I get it.
50% third down conversion. There you go. That's my guess.
It's gonna be 15 carries for Phil.
Nope, it's 22. 22.
Spoiler.
I'm just guessing.
Oh,
Spoiler.
okay.
22 points for the Carolina Panthers. Or no, sorry, for the Broncos against the Carolina Panthers defense.
All right, we're cutting to it now.
What's up, friends? Happy Sunday. Happy Broncos Panthers Sunday. We got ourselves a little brunch special on the menu today with the Broncos going out to Carolina. And I'm here to deliver the magic number for the Broncos to pull off the road dub. And this week, the magic number is 22, or double deuce, as my high school coach used to call me. But this has nothing to do with the Panthers' double deuce, Christian McCaffrey, this guy here, Ed's son. In fact, in the 3 games the Colorado native has played in this year, McCaffrey has been spectacular, as usual, but hasn't guided his team to a single win. McCaffrey is averaging an incredible 125 yards per scrimmage and 2 touchdowns per game in the 3 games he's played in. Yet the Panthers are 0-3 in those games. That's why this week's magic number has nothing to do with the incredible Christian McCaffrey or the Panthers offense. It has everything to do about their defense. The Panthers are 0-8 when their opponents score 22 or more points. They're 4-0 when their opponents score less than 22 points. It's as simple as that for Denver today. If the Broncos can drop 22 points, they'll win. If they can't get to 22 points, they'll lose. In Carolina's 4 wins, their opponents are averaging 13.25 points per game, including when they shut out the Detroit Lions. However, in stark contrast, in their 8 losses, they're giving up 30.8 points per game, a huge difference between when they win and when they lose. So it should be a pretty easy task just getting to 22 points, right? Well, unfortunately, not for the 2020 Broncos. Denver is only averaging 18.8 points per game this year, the second fewest in the NFL. They're only ahead of the New York Jets. In the 8 full games Drew Lock has played in this year, Denver is averaging 19.25 points per game. With Lock under center, the Broncos have scored 22 points or more in 2 of the 8 full games he's played in. The Broncos are 1-1 in those games. Denver also topped 22 points without Lock once when Brett Rippon ripped the ball for 37 points against the Jets. So on the season, Denver is 2-1 when scoring 22 points or more. The average points per game in the NFL is 24.7. So topping 22 points against the 16th best defense in the NFL, an average defense, shouldn't be that tough of a task, as the Panthers are allowing 25 points per game. But this year has proved that's certainly not automatic for the Broncos offense. And we'll find out shortly if Drew Lock and the Broncos are up to the task. Hit 22 and they'll win. Can they do it? Let's find out.
Our mics were for sure on when you guys were talking at the end there.
No,
Oh, really?
they were on your headsets, but it was muted manually.
Good job, Allie. You're a great producer.
Oh, I
She
know.
is
I have to make
world-class.
sure
She
that
better.
you guys aren't just live talking like crazy.
Okay, so I was right again. I mean, jeez, it's just a habit at this point.
What about?
22 was the magic number.
Oh,
You were off
Gronk.
Wiz
right.
Khalifa.
The Panthers haven't won a game this year when they have allowed 22 or more points. So it should be pretty easy for the Broncos to eclipse that. And those are famous last words.
Broncos don't score over 22 all that often, right?
No, I mean, with that being said, of all quarterbacks post Peyton Manning, Drew Lock has scored 27 or more points more than any other.
Twice.
I think it's 3 times.
He leads Brett Rippon by 1.
No, Brett Rippon has done it once.
Shouts Brett Rippon.
He doesn't really deserve him.
Love you, bro.
Boise State legend. All right, let's wrap up here just by kind of
Broncos
discussing. Andre, what do you think is the key to victory for the Broncos?
It's stopping Brian Burns with these backup tackles, I can tell you that much. And it's figuring out how to line up on these spread attacks that Carolina's going to do with a very depleted secondary. Right?
And if you're Brian Burns,
Yep.
make sure to see a doctor.
Exactly.
Why, Ryan?
So bad.
Brian's Burns.
Yeah.
Do you think we see Will Parks in this one? 'Cause
Yeah,
Duke
absolutely.
Dawson was horrible last week. They need Will.
They're going to get a heavy dose of of Will Parks this week.
Love to hear.
You can't be letting guys like Will Parks go. Like,
Well, I know.
if you have like a whole bunch of depth and it's like, oh, we have so many young guys, we got to get on the field. It's like, yeah, somebody like that, you let him walk. The Broncos are not that good and not that deep.
Okay.
They don't have enough talent to be letting Will Parks go.
Listen,
and
though,
Body's back.
they keep getting put in these Shaq Barrett situations where they have a great depth piece who plays really well in their very specific role that the Broncos want them to play, and then those players think, well, I should be a starter somewhere, and so then they try to go do that. Unfortunately for Will Parks, he didn't get that opportunity in Philadelphia. Unfortunately for Shelby Harris, who actually wasn't a backup at all, but just thought he deserved a lot more money based on how well he was playing. It didn't work out for him. Shaq Barrett, it really did work out for. So I think, honestly, Shaq Barrett was like a really bad thing for the Broncos. Not just not having him on the roster, but he wanted to go play. He got that opportunity. He led the league in sacks. And so now a lot of guys on the roster are saying, I could be the next Shaq Barrett. It's not as simple as just saying, like, we want to keep Will Parks. They did want to keep Will Parks, but you can't keep someone who doesn't
Right,
want to
you
be there.
can't.
The
Give him
people
Jeremy
are
Grant
calling
money.
that Will Parks will have a fantastic game. Antonio
Wow.
is saying Will Parks will have a pick 6.
There you go.
Then we had Philly Will. I'm sad it didn't work out in Philadelphia. I really wanted it to, but I'm really glad that he's back with the Broncos.
Yeah, there's like two places where you want him, right? Philadelphia
Yeah.
or Denver. He's gone back and forth. Hopefully he plays great and the Broncos don't mess it up this time and they keep him around.
They need him
Exactly.
desperately.
Zach here asking Hammer over 21.5.
For Broncos team total,
Probably.
I assume.
Yep, let's hammer it. I'll hammer it. Dude, this is a good offense. They're actually good. People forget because we haven't actually seen them in a while.
Well,
But
that's because they're never on the field, including today.
I guess they are missing pretty much all of them.
Sorry, the Broncos are a good offense?
Yeah.
Oh.
They
Yeah.
could be a good
Wow.
offense if they were healthy. They're the least healthy they've been all season today. So
Okay, so just so
That's the hottest
we
take
can
we've
talk
ever said
about
on the
this,
show.
the
The
Broncos
Broncos are
had
good offense,
16
jeez.
Oh, okay.
points,
I'm
3
fired up.
points, 20 points, 12 points,
My man is lit.
27 points against the Falcons, 30 points against the Chargers, 31 points against the Chargers, and then 16 against the Chiefs, and it goes on and on and on. So you do want to hammer over 21 points for your Broncos team total.
if you think they're going to outperform what they normally do,
If you believe.
As injured as they have
I'll make
been.
that bet right
I
now.
don't
It's
know.
that old.
they're extra injured. today.
Exactly.
I mean,
wouldn't-
but
I
it's
would
not
I
like-
would take the under.
But they're
Like-
going against one of the worst defenses they faced all year.
Like Garett Bolles is out, and that's a loss. But like the other guys up front who are gone, it's like can rotate whoever in. It's
I
not
have
like
a-
there's been a lot going on up there.
I have a bad feeling that Garett Bolles' contract is going to look like an incredible contract at the end of today.
Okay. I have my own fears about Garett Bolles' contract that are not all that similar to what you just said.
Only hammer that Broncos total if you believe that they will win. I mean, I want you to look in the mirror and start singing that U.S. men's national team chant and see if you believe. You know, the I believe.
I
believe that we
will.
I believe that we will win.
Wait,
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
Did you
If
say
you
that
believe,
was a CSU chant?
that's what you should know.
No.
Sorry, you going another shot tequila. My bad.
God, U.S. men's
You're-
national team.
Nobody. I'm
Choking.
all about women's soccer. I don't even watch men's soccer.
U.S.
Not
women's
any good.
national team uses that chant too.
It's like
Well, a lot
But
of
the
time I have to
belief
watch
is
on
actually
mute.
founded. It's not just.
Shout out Christy Mewis for getting a goal 7 years after the last time she's played for the national team with her sister on pitch. That was dope.
Ooh, pitch. Good job. Way to use the
I've
correct
spent a lot of
terminology.
time watching the women's national team. New tournament coming.
Cool, cool.
But yeah,
Okay.
I'm-
All right, we've
any
got
other picks?
5 minutes to kick off. I guess let's do it. Let's do the thing where we watch the game. You do that. You should do that too. Maybe you don't have to. I wouldn't put that on anyone. See ya.
No, and give us a thumbs like. I gave you a
And give us a thumbs up.
thumbs
Yeah.
up.
Maybe
and
two.
likes
Like
on
and subscribe.
YouTube and
I will.
subscribe.
Wait. What did Henry do on his Tinder pic?
Oh God.
Oh, the most important part of the day. Well, we're in a tough
Jeez.
scenario right now. So
Quickly.
Hannah is a bot, which is disappointing because she really rocks the sun.
Like the
hat.
fembots in Austin Powers, or
She
like
really
not a real
rocks the
person.
sun.
I think she
But-
probably lives in a different country
No,
and she's
it's a
trying to
bot.
get my
Let's move on.
information.
Move on.
Bot or not, did she give you a pic?
No.
No. She said I should Snapchat her, but that's different. Aspen says to
happening.
take the Steelers with an eyes emoji.
Oh, why did you bury the lead?
Tisha also says to take the Steelers with the Rihanna a little bit annoyed emoji. as
Dude,
if
you
she
called it.
thinks
That was
she's
the
being used
matchup
for
that
a
was
bit.
hot this
Was
week.
it's a hot
Well,
matchup.
she is being used for a bit, but you got 2 people.
I know.
Oh,
Does that mean we have
shit.
to put 2
Plus
units
a
on?
bot.
Someone said she doesn't want to be used for a bit.
Well, I mean, she
Gave the Rihanna. This is a
this
Rihanna.
emoji.
Oh wow, she rolled her eyes at you and then said
Yeah.
Steelers.
I might be
Ooh,
in better
some
shape.
sass.
I know.
Let's go
but
back to the other girl.
that's-
What was her name?
That's my job. Aspen?
Let me see.
Well, we-
No, we're not
That's
looking
Aspen.
at.
Okay,
All right.
I was just gonna say I know. All right.
You know an Aspen?
Yeah, I do. Okay.
It's not quite Aspen.
I didn't know there were so many Aspens.
There
It's
are
like
a lot of
it's like the
Aspens.
Colorado
You should
mountains up
see
in here.
Tinder. All Aspen everywhere.
See you guys.